So let's talk about the stages of change model. The stages of change model, also known as trans-theoretical model of behavioral change, is essentially a framework where we change a particular habit or incorporate a new one. I came across this literature in my NASM PT certification course, and this essentially is a framework how one gets into a regular cadence of working out. And this stages of change model essentially contains five major steps when we are talking about exercises. The first one being pre contemplation. Pre contemplation is essentially when we are not at all thinking about exercise or about our health, we are just living our life and getting by. The second stage being contemplation. So, in this stage, we actually start to give a shit about our health and our overall well being. So we have a thought and we haven't capitalized on it, but it's still very much a thought. The third one being preparation. So since we had a thought, we thought about doing something about it. So in the preparation stage, we either join a gym or pay for the membership or get fancy sports equipments. And when I say equipments, it's mainly shoes and gears like nice clothing so that we can go to the gym. The fourth one being action. So this is when we take action. This is when we go to the gym or do any kind of workout for the first time, and it can very much be well, for most people who are starting their workout for the first time, it can be a big step because this is putting yourself in a very uncomfortable environment, and this is essentially growth that we talk about. So even if you show up for day one, that is growth. But then again, if we want to continue and keep going on this route, then comes the fifth stage, which is maintenance. That is making that whole habit of showing up in the gym and exercising regularly on at least 5 days a week. Well, again, it's not a mandatory rule, but just being regular with your exercise and well being comes into the maintenance stage. Now, from here, there are two routes. First, either you relapse, that is, you go back to your pre contemplation stage and stop working out, or you progress, that is, you keep moving ahead and you adopt this habit more into your daily lifestyle. So, when we are talking about relapse, it usually happens when we have done some drastic changes with our lifestyle, and that is not fitting well with our overall daily plans, let's say, and it is becoming hard to carry on with it. And that's when we relapse because we just want to go back to our normal self. Progress happens when we move gradually. So throughout all these stages, if we are moving gradually, then we get to the stage where we are progressing. We are actually moving ahead outside of these five stages and also showing progress overall. So the core point is that any behavior can be incorporated or changed. And if we move or if we make gradual movements towards any behavioral change, then that is more likely to stick with us. And if we don't, we go for any drastic step of like some fad diet or just running or making a commitment of running daily for like 5K, then that could very well take us to the relapse stage. So try and make those improvements gradually so that you actually continue with it and you healthily make that habit, that positive habit, as a part of your lifestyle.